everybody. It's me, your River Cruise King. It has been a hot minute since I've done one of my roundtable talks, and so maybe we should call this the Roundtable Reboot. It is December 2nd, and I am here in Würzburg, sitting on the Amadeus Cara cruise ship, and so much has happened this year. It is really hard to wrap my head around. And I took a little break from doing these videos. It was something I started when COVID had us really tight in its grips, to give people something to look forward to talk about planning revenge travel. And the reality is that, this year, as things have opened up, it is a very different travel world post-COVID than it was before. And we have had quite a lot of challenges to face. Some were easy to overcome, some were kind of difficult, some are still in motion and still kind of finding the way around the post-COVID reality. And that's not to say that COVID no longer exists, but it no longer has us in that stranglehold of not being able to travel, which is really, quite frankly, lovely. Now, what has changed this year? Lots. I have been invited to join the Oasis Travel Network, which is a consortium of travel agents. And whereas in the past I was, let's say, a one-trick pony, a one-line guy, I am now selling every river cruise line, and I'm also back on the oceans. Oasis is part of the Signature Travel Network, and we have access to amazing rates and deals and perks, and they were quite welcoming to me and wanting to bring me into their fold. And now all the river cruise and sea cruise companies are fighting to get our attention and want me to bring you and my groups onto their vessels and lines. So here I am on the Amadeus Cara, sailing this week and kind of getting a taste for it. The reality is, not every line, not every hotel or airline or travel provider came through COVID the same post-COVID as they were pre-COVID. And there's been a lot of realignment, a lot of readjustment, and a lot of changes. And, you either survive and adapt or you die. And that was exactly where I found myself earlier this year. And I took this invitation and I ran with it, and I have to tell you, it's the best decision ever. I have expanded my escorted journeys for 2023 and 2024 to be working with other lines like Uniworld and Amadeus, with Oceania, Celebrity. We'll talk about all the upcoming trips in a moment. But I think the most important thing is that I had 75 sea cruises under my belt before I started Friends of Dave Tours. Now I have 65 river cruises to add to that, and 23 years of living in Germany. And all of the world and international travel that I've done, that I've always tried to bring my insight, my experience, and my tips to you to make your trips better. And on that note, I am not only announcing the big change about me being with Oasis and being able to help you with your sea cruises and every river line. I have also just recently moved to Spain. Yes, my German adventure of 23 years has come to a kind of, I won't say an end, but certainly a change. Earlier this year, I convinced Thierry to leave his hospital and to come and be my CFO and help me with all the administration that goes along with putting together these great trips. And, one of the reasons I haven't been doing as many videos or marketing is I was just bogged down by paperwork and doing all this, the back office things to make sure that everything that I talk to you about and I present to you and I bring you on, that everything is done, like all the paperwork and the tickets and your payments and everything. It's a lot. And so Terry agreed to leave the hospital, work for me. He began in July, and that opened the door to us to maybe relocate. And as much as I've loved living in Germany and we enjoyed Berlin, quite frankly, the winters suck. To be frank, it gets dark at 4, it's cold, it's gray, it's dreary for months at a time, and we kind of were up to here with the weather and the climate and the darkness. And a few months ago, my very good friend Francesca said, well, why don't you come to Barcelona? And well, you know me. I get an idea, I act on it, I make it happen. In July, I found a house, flew down to Barcelona to look at it, bought it on the spot, and as of November 3rd, we started relocating to Barcelona. And we still have our feet here in Germany until the end of the year. We're kind of straddling 2 countries. But starting January 1st, DNA Tours, which is my umbrella company over Friends of Dave Tours and RiverCruiseKing.com, will become DNA Tours España. And Friends of Dave Tours will stay in Warnemünde, but we will also open a Barcelona branch. I have some exciting things to share with you all soon. Cooperations with local Barcelona guides, some familiar faces that you all know, some of you know and love, are also coming to Barcelona and want to guide within the Friends of Dave and DNA and River Cruise King world. So we're going to have some expanded offerings there. And now that I am selling sea cruises and river cruises, DNA Tours España will be the umbrella over RiverCruiseKing.com, DNA Tours, and Friends of Dave. So it has been quite a year. It's been exciting. We are so pleased with our move to Spain. We found a beautiful property, and the dogs are already there and loving it. We started moving down furniture and moving into our new house. We were just able to celebrate our first Spanish Thanksgiving, and instead of a turkey, we had paella and some of the local dishes, and it was really fun. And just the other day, I came down here to check out the Amadeus Cara, and the rest of my talk here, I'd like to introduce you all to this really pretty ship and this very interesting company. Amadeus is a very different kind of line than what I have sailed on before. They offer their packages in a different way. Rather than make you take everything as an all-inclusive and perhaps pay for tours that you don't take or don't want, they allow you to add things a la carte. So they market themselves internationally. So you'll have guests on board this week, for example, from Turkey, from Spain, from Germany, the UK, Canada, UK. So it's a much broader, more interesting mix. The food is incredible. But most importantly, the price point is quite low compared to some of the other competitors. And so I am going to be conducting my 2024 Christmas market cruise along the Main River and the Rhine here on this brand new ship, the Amadeus Cara. So it's quite nice to come and check it out and see how it will fit into the program. You all will be able to choose if you want the full tour package. You'll be able to choose if you just want highlight tours, or maybe you don't want any tours at all. So it adjusts the price and you're not paying for things that you don't use. And I'll get into that in a little bit more detail. So since we'll be on this ship in 2024 for my Christmas market cruise, I'm going to take you on a little tour, a little walk around the ship, show you some of the highlights, but most importantly, I want to introduce you to the cabins, which are quite comfortable. And if you've ever wanted to go on a Christmas market cruise, come with me in 2024. It will be the best one I've ever done. Not only will we be doing a combination of the larger cities and little towns here on the Main and the Rhine River, but I'm going to be able to take you to my former town of Braunfels. Those of you that know me for quite a while are familiar with this fairy tale village, which I used to live in, with its gorgeous 13th century castle and wood-timbered villages. Their Christmas market will be happening while we're there. They only do it one weekend a month, and so we're going to get to stay in Braunfels and experience their Christmas market cruise, or Christmas market, and head into Frankfurt and experience theirs before we board the ship and discover all the beautiful markets and towns along the Main and the Rhine. So let me walk you around the ship and show you what's going on and bring you into some of the cabins and get your spot. It is amazing pricing. There are great solo deals as well, and you won't want to miss this one. The very first impressions coming onto the ship. It's very pretty. The ship has just arrived. They're letting us on early. And we're going to come into the lounge. Hello! 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 It's very pretty. Fresh flowers everywhere. Gingerbread houses. It's very spacious. Looks very comfortable. There's a nice piano. The midway area with a shop. There are cabins down there. And this is the restaurant. Oh, how pretty. Very nice. Nice poinsettias on the tables. So I want to give you guys a really good look here at the suites. The upgrade on size, I think, is worth it. They're very well laid out. Got a comfortable bed, beautiful view, a nice little sitting area that we actually used. A desk here, either for working or putting on makeup, comfortable furniture, and it's nice to sit here, kind of sit and watch the water go by. You can go out on your balcony, but as a lot of you experienced river cruisers know, the balconies are kind of a useless thing, because so often when you're actually on board, you're either up doing things on the ship or out in the common areas, or you're docked up against another ship. So they kind of are a waste of space in many ways. What I like about these suites is you have a very nice sized bathroom. Let me turn on the lights. You have a very good sized shower with great water pressure. Nice sink area. You have your commode right here to the right. It's not overly large, but it's certainly large enough. And the shower, I mean, hi, give me a shower, take a shower with me. So the upgrade from the A and B cabins is, in my opinion, worth it, because the space that you have a little walk-in closet area and storage. You're safe, nice full-length mirror. You have a refrigerator with some soft drinks, coffee maker, and the space is utilized very, very well. So if you're thinking of upgrading to the suite, I would definitely recommend it. There's not a lot of extra amenities insofar as free laundry or things like that, but the space is so well designed and comfortable that I really enjoyed mine, and I'm sure you would enjoy yours as well. So this is cabin 315. Hi. So this is down on the Straws Deck, 233. Again, same size cabins. You have a walk-in closet in these rooms. And here's the workout room, massage room. So these are the window cabins, and you know, considering the price point, they're not bad. You still have a walk-in shower and a decent sized bathroom. You have a small closet, but it's pretty spacious for the lower price cabins. Hello. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Have a door up to the open deck. And the hidden lounge. Very pretty. Coffee machine. Games. Here's a few shots of some of the delicious food we had all week long. Everything was good. The bread was good. The pastries were good. The selection was good. The taste was fantastic. And I have to say that the highlight for me was the dining, and I wish I had taken more photos. From the moment you step on board the Amadeus car, you will be impressed by the design. It was extremely chic and stylish, with blends of marble and woods and fantastic paintings full of welcoming colors, very tasteful. Everything was open and airy, and everything from the lounge to the restaurants were full of floor-to-ceiling windows, so you're constantly looking out at the river. Plenty of seating and tables so that you can enjoy your lunches and your drinks and the time spent with friends. The dining room itself was also very open and very welcoming. We enjoyed our time here. Not only was the food great, but the atmosphere was pleasant. And each evening we would go up to the secret Amadeus Club at the back of the ship, which everyone forgets about. But it's just a beautiful little room where you can sit and have after-dinner drinks and just have a great time being on vacation, being with your friends, and being on the rivers.
Love like we never grew up, and live like you just get one tonight.